Hi guys, this is Mac here, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, which is called Mac Vlogs. So my guest for today, she is a warrior. Why? Basically because she's battling and fighting it out with her cancer treatment because she has a cancer. But she will be talking about her journey. How did this all happen to her, and how she's fighting it out within herself and keeping that bright smile on her face while fighting cancer treatment, which is a disease we all know. We need to be careful and how we can, spread this awareness about cancer, which Miss Asma Nabeel, my guest for today, will be talking about her journey and how she's fighting it out. Hello, Miss Asma Nabeel. How are you?
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I'm very good, Alhamdulillah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That's so nice of you. Keep that smile on, basically, because the fighters always are very positive people and they keep that smile on and they keep fighting it out.
Yeah.
So give a little bit intro about yourself, that who is Asma Nabeel and what type of human being she is and the personality she possesses, so we all can learn and know who you are. Please go ahead.
By profession, I'm a writer, and I write dramas and mostly on social issues and taboos. My background is from advertising, so I worked for like 17, 18 years in the advertising industry of Pakistan. And then post that, I started writing in dramas and I wrote a feature film also. I'm already working on another feature film, which is based on breast cancer. So that
I
is also something that I'm working on. And I'm a producer myself. I'm a mother of two kids. And above all, I think I'm a cancer survivor. 7 years back, I was being diagnosed with cancer. Then I was cancer free after my treatment and everything. And all of a sudden, accidentally, 3 months back, I'm being diagnosed again. So I'm under
okay.
treatment right now as well. But I fought with it. I think last time also. I think I will fight with it this time also. So by profession, yes, I am um, associated with writing. Um, as a person, I don't know that people can define me how they find me as a person. But I think my cancer has given me a very good gift of patience in my life,
I see.
and I've become a very thankful person after my first round of treatment.
I
So,
see.
as a person, if you ask me to define myself now, I think
Mhm.
I'm a very patient and very thankful person.
Well, actually, Allah will bless you with a better health and better life, inshallah. We will all pray that you recover and give you shifa in your life.
Now,
So, how is your family, especially your husband and your kids, when they came to know that their mother and their wife has this cancer? What was their reaction and how did they cope up with it? And how are they currently giving you all the support in this life?
I think when I got it diagnosed first time, which is almost 7, 8 years back, at that time my kids were really small.
I see.
But the rest of the family, obviously, they supported me a lot because I
Hmm.
think in any disease, but I think in cancer especially, um, what heals you the most is the support system, which is
Hmm.
lacking in a lot of areas of Pakistan and abroad also, because I meet a lot of females who are going through this breast cancer. So there's a lot of like rejection when it comes to like from the families and from within the families and from the society itself also. But Alhamdulillah, I got a very supportive family. So last time also they supported me a lot, and this time when they got to know, so my kids are older now. My son is mashallah 13 years old, and my daughter is 12 years old. So they were a little upset. 2 3 days were tough for the family. 2 3 days were tough for myself also,
Hmm.
because it's not easy to get into that zone again and bring out the warrior mode again into yourself. But it's always good to talk, which in a lot of families I have seen that people, they just confine things to themselves and then they don't discuss their grief. It's okay to cry also, even if
Agree.
male, even if you're female, it's good to experience the emotions that God and love has created for you. So if it's time for grief, have a little grief. Don't crib about it. don't complain with Allah for that. But grief is fine. So there was a little pain, and there was a little grief, when it started again. But then I had a very, I think, mature talk with my kids and my husband also, and it made a difference. And now they see that Mama is working also on and off. I'm not feeling well, so your body tells you when you need a break, when you need to slow down. So everyone is coping up, and I think Allah has been really kind last time also, and I'm hoping, inshallah, that He'll be kind with me this time
Inshallah.
as well.
Inshallah. So, does your cancer issue of your thing which you have affects in your work life, or do you really help? Means like you really come out with some solutions that it doesn't affect you in your work when you're going daily, when you're getting up in the morning. As you know that when you're going towards your work, so sometimes your body is telling you, as you mentioned, that it gives you some signals that I'm not feeling well today and all, but you have a commitment to fulfill at the work. So how do you cope all that?
I um I always feel it's all here. It's
Okay.
all here. What you think is what affects your body. So sometimes even if I wake up, in a very depressed zone, or like a very low zone, then I tame my mind. I talk to my mind and I tell my mind that no, you can't do this to me. I have a commitment to you know
Mhm.
fulfill.
Fight it out.
Yeah, so you have to fight with your mind also, and you have to tell your heart also. Sometimes you need to talk to your brain and your heart all the time when you are in tough times,
The
because
thought,
they always try to bring you down.
yeah, the
Yeah.
thought process which goes through is
Yeah.
in the mind, that really takes you down,
This
or you.
matters a lot. This matters a lot. People think that maybe no, that doesn't work, but I have always coped up with it, by telling them that no, I have to do it, and I tell myself that I have to do it. And when I say that, I do it. And if I go into that zone that no, I can't do it today, just leave it, then you go into that zone where you have basically given up. So
Yeah.
that's how you have to manage yourself every day. So it becomes, sometimes it becomes a hindrance because there are bad days. Last week when I gotten in touch with you, I was not in the right, I think 100% right state, and one injection and one medicine uh, misbehaved with me. So I was literally like in bed for 5 days. And then after that, I was like, okay, 5 days over, I'm fine, feeling better, got out of the bed and started working again. So, because I write, and I honestly feel that my writing, when I write any scene, when I write any emotion, that gives me a lot of kick also. So if I'm not writing, I don't like it. I keep on writing.
What inspired you to become a writer? Actually, it happened, you became a writer after you got cancer, or this profession you chose from a very early days when you started your career?
Actually, I'm a very accidental writer, which normally in our country people are, because when I was studying, I always wanted to go into army and I always wanted to become a doctor. You know, but
Already,
then
and you mentioned you want to go into army, so it means you're already a fighter.
I
Yeah.
wanted to become a doctor in army, and
Okay.
some unfortunate incidents happened. My father passed away very unexpectedly, so all those things led into the zone where I didn't pursue what I wanted to, and I was very disheartened, and I was very clueless about what I need to do. So I
Mhm.
started studying without having any clue what I need to study. So my elder sister, she guided me that there's a new subject they have introduced by the name of mass communication. So I said, okay, fine, I'll do it, because my motivation was all gone. And I
Mhm.
was the younger in the family. So
Yes.
I used to be like demotivated quickly, and father was not there. I was a very pampered child of the family. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll start studying mass communication. In my mass communication, that was the year when they introduced advertising and public relations in as a subject.
Okay.
So I took advertising in my masters, as in my honors, basically as my majors.
Okay.
And one of my advertising teacher, he said that you really write well. And I said, really? I was like, I was shocked. He's like, you wrote such a brilliant ad. I think you should pursue it. And that gave me a little confidence. And I just, went back home. I opened up my assignment and I was like, what have I done? Why did he say that? And then I started enjoying writing those small commercials, small jingles. And that's how I found out that, okay, I can write also. So then I chose it as a profession. I went into an advertising agency as a junior copywriter. And then from there, my professional, progression began.
Started.
Uh, so from junior copywriter to senior copywriter, then creative director, then chief creative officer on one of the finest accounts of Pakistan. And at
I
that
see.
time, then I got diagnosed with my first round of breast cancer, and that was a tough time. So after that treatment, because I was not going 100% to my office and I was not working full time. So a few of my friends, they suggested me. They said that you have done so much advertising and you have written so many small stories in the form of ads. Why don't you
Hmm.
explore
In
more
the
in terms of writing?
in
And
the
that
showbiz industry, right?
yeah, they supported me, they pushed me, and they said that you can write more, so try to write something else. So that was the first time when I wrote the first one liner of my drama, which is Khuda Mera Bhi Hai, which was based on a transgender child.
I see.
And so that got approved, and then there was no stopping after that because people liked my style of writing.
The content.
Then I wrote Khani, which became a blockbuster, alhamdulillah. Then I wrote Bandi, then I wrote Damsa, Surf Chandni, and
So so
Dil Kya.
all these dramas names which you're mentioning now have been shown on the Pakistani television. Are you saying that?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
all the so
Okay.
Hani was also on one of the channels in Pakistan. Khuda Mera Bhi Hai, Bandi, Tamsa, all were on the mainstream channels in Pakistan, and few are there on YouTube also right now. So if any of the viewers want to watch it now, they can watch it on YouTube also.
Why is it that so that Pakistani is lacking behind in writing web series for Netflix or some soaps which we find in internationally as we are way behind Hollywood and Bollywood? I know, and you will totally agree with me at the moment that our movies are taking great shape now, but
Yeah.
they're coming up with different content and nice subjects we have been choosing now with the great script and the locations and stuff. So where does the role of a writer really helps in boosting Pakistan internationally for web series or on the Netflix? When do we see Pakistan on Netflix or online, like in a different countries which we see?
I think what's happening right now in terms of the digital perspective is that there are a lot of avenues opening up, and there's very good work going from Pakistan also on online streaming. Like Z5 and Eros is opening up, a lot of opportunities, and so there's a lot which is happening right now and which is in the pipeline.
Mhm.
And we all know that how and why this happened because there even 5 years back, the film industry was not there. Only the drama industry was stable and established. And we all know the reasons what happened with our film industry and how we are trying to bring it back. So we don't have like any lack of talent or anything. I think it was just that the time was not right and that now the time is coming back. In terms of Netflix,
Mhm.
yes, people are now here in Pakistan also, they're trying to get into the Netflix zone and, to take their work over there. But I think in terms of Netflix, it is more about a strategic decision from Netflix because for them, I think Pakistan right now is not that big a market in terms of the total number of subscribers. So they
I
work
see.
with that equation because if they do any thing original, for instance, they're working on Netflix original. So they're
Mhm.
investing in those markets which are bigger for them in terms of their subscriber base also. So
I
Pakistan
see.
is now right now a smaller base for them. So maybe
Growing
that
up.
is and that is
Yeah.
it is growing up, but the rest of the avenues they have opened up. The resources are working, they're collaborating, they're working, and you must have seen like work, which has gone on streaming channels.
Mhm.
and it's getting very good response.
Do you believe in upcoming talent, or do you believe in the experienced actors and actresses which we currently have in our country, which has been continuing to be shown on the screen? So, do you give any opportunity and the chance for upcoming young talent to promote them and showcase their talent? Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I believe in that because see, both the factors have their own importance. You cannot
Hmm.
deny the experience of an old actor or an old director or
I
an
see.
old writer because their experiences are something that shape up into what we are trying to do into modern times, you know. So
Hmm.
experience always matters.
I
But
agree.
if you don't promote the present, if you do not pick up the young talent, the new
Hmm.
talent, then how will you
Hmm.
grow?
True.
So
True.
changes will come, and that's a normal evolution, you know. So you grow old, even in human evolution. You grow old, and then your younger generation takes over. That's how
I
every industry works, you know. So if we don't accept the younger ones, then I think that's not the right approach. So I completely agree in that the younger talents should be um, taken into confidence, and they should be boosted and boosted.
So, what type of stories do you really write for the showbiz industry? Whether it's romantic, emotion, full of emotions, dramatic, masala. What type of stories you prefer writing for your directors?
I'm not a masala person at all. I am a very issue oriented person. Some people say that my pen is very dark. I write very, I try to write meaningful stories, more on the basis of some issue. Like when I wrote Khuda Mera Bhi Hai, though it was my first drama, but it was based on a very important issue of a transgender child. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a transgender child being born in a normal family and how they treat. And so the crux of the drama was that if a trans child, uh, comes in your family, if you accept the child, that child will
Mm-hmm.
live a normal life, you know. But because you reject it, so then he becomes a hijra, or he goes on the roads and he dances. So it was more about the acceptance of trans kids when there is a birth in the family. Hani was
Mm-hmm.
also on a very hardcore issue of a little bit on the feudal system and the political system, that how the power um, overwhelms the weaker part of the society, and how then the weaker family wins. So
Mm-hmm.
it's always a fight of good and bad in my story. Source Chandni was a story of a um, acid survivor girl,
I see.
and I normally do a lot of research when I write my dramas. Damsa was a drama. It was a story of a mother and a child where the child gets abducted and kidnapped, and then the mother tries to find out. The system fails. There's no hope, but the mother says that no, I have to bring back my daughter. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
story. And in those dramas, then I try to unveil the evils of the society and how we can correct those things. So that's how I write, so I always pick up a topic, I always pick up an issue, and then I
Mm-hmm.
build the story around it.
I see.
I'm aiming that I should write something, some love story, just love story without anything, but I don't know. I'll try. My film that I have written on breast cancer, that's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful love story.
What's the name?
That Fly,
What's the name of the movie? You.
fly.
Oh,
F,
okay. Fly.
fly. Yeah,
Okay.
fly.
Okay.
So
So.
that's the name of my movie, and I was I'm basically like it's in the funding zone because
Mm-hmm.
it's a difficult topic. It's breast cancer is not a normal topic for the normal investors,
Sure
So I'm
that
going.
topic will be very close to you basically because you're
Yes,
fighting this
yes,
breast cancer
exactly.
survivor which you are. So I'm sure that topic will definitely be going in your minds how to picturize
Yeah.
it in very organized way, basically because everybody wants to know how does the life of a breast cancer woman go through in her life, you know?
And the intention of writing that film is basically because entertainment is the most important tool when it comes to educating somebody. So I'm honestly planning to take this film to the underprivileged areas, villages of Pakistan through mobile cinemas, and I want to show it to the females of the country so that they can get the idea of this disease. And I want to remove the taboos around this issue, which is there
Mm,
in our country a lot, because females are very
mm,
shy in talking about it. So if you work on a film like this, so it will go on a bigger screen, it will become a mass discussion topic, and the shyness around it, um, when women will watch it on big screens, or in when they watch it in a nice group setting, the effect will have an effect, it will have a positive effect in creating awareness. So that is the
right.
entire agenda. And with this film, I have for the first time started the crowdfunding format in Pakistan.
I see.
Unfortunately, when I started the crowdfunding format, I did few events here in Karachi, and unfortunately, then COVID started, so we stopped and halted the activities. Then after COVID, my cancer treatment started, so it's on a little halt. But I think by the end of this month, I will be resuming the funding activities again for this film.
Since you're a motivational speaker and since you're battling your own cancer, I think you are the right person and the personality to give this awareness to all the young women and the ladies in our society how to battle it out. As you know, that our country is going through a little tough times. As you know, that there was a massacre and happened in Islamabad highway.
Yeah.
uh, the woman got raped in front of the kids and all. So these are a lot of topics which needs to be addressed in our country. Basically, we need all our mothers, sisters, and the women out there to be safe and sound when they're traveling. So do you feel that there should be a subject related to the rape cases for the awareness purposes, how the women should take care of themselves in our society, and the men can come forward and support them and look after them in public places?
Actually, there are a lot of like dramas that have been on air based on this topic, and
Hmm.
there is a lot of I think talk on this matter and subject, and it's a very sensitive issue.
Hmm.
Um, and I think legalities are very important, and I'm very happy that the person has been arrested
It's been
yesterday.
caught. It's been caught. Yeah.
We got that news, and I hope that now the justice will serve, and they should give them strict, punishments.
We need an examples. There should be set examples for the people like them who are doing something so grave that they should. Everyone should be worried about doing something like this in our society. Basically because we are a Islamic Republic of Pakistan, so we need to respect our women, the ladies, the mothers, the sisters. All these things are. Do you believe that it's because of the content on the TV that is causing the low-minded people to do something like this in
No, I
public?
don't. I don't think so. Our TV is very mature. Our content is very mature, and I don't think it is at all provocative in any way. There are other things, online available, which might
The
be the case.
content is available online. Yeah.
Yeah. So the level of frustrations are, I don't know, the level of frustrations are really deep rooted.
Hmm.
And you cannot blame that, TV is doing that. TV is definitely not doing it. There can be other factors, and we all
What about
know
yeah?
factors.
Because the kids, like when I was young and I used to come to Pakistan, I used to see kids on the streets playing with their neighbors, whether they're boys or girls. You could see them on the streets, playing.
Yeah,
But this social media transformation has taken all over
yeah.
our youth, where they are not coming out and except showing their talent on the streets by playing cricket or any sports, but they are sticking in their homes, playing TikTok, making videos on social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, finally TikTok is banned. I'm not sure whether you agree that TikTok banning that is an advantage or disadvantage. We don't know because you're in the showbiz industry, so you can answer that question as well.
See, I don't believe in banning things.
I
I
see.
don't believe in that. Be it TikTok, be it any drama, be it whatever has been banned recently in Pakistan. I'm not pro banning. I am pro having a balanced conversations in the houses.
Agree.
I feel are lacking. Being a mother, I'm saying that. Um, the kids have transformed. We used to be different types of kids. You used to be a different type of kid. Our times were different.
I
Now,
see.
if the parenting needs to be changed, you know. Uh,
So since you're a writer, why don't you come up with some shows, quality shows on the TV, which is more of spreading positivity and talent, which can come and showcase, like the talk shows where people can be aware, like the awareness program, whether it could be on the health, education, the in any talent which we have that can be showcased through these talk shows, which we see internationally in other countries, but it's lacking in Pakistan for the awareness programs.
I am doing a show on one of the channels in Pakistan, and obviously everyone has their own forte. I have my own interests as a writer and as a host also. So I am doing this show with the resilient females of Pakistan and the resilient women of Pakistan, because we always say that females are weak and they can't do this. And so in the show, all the females that I have, they are very empowered females, and they belong to different stratas of Pakistan. So there's a lot
Mhm.
of positivity which we are trying to spread, as females through that show, that even if you
What's
have hardships in life.
what's the show you
The
conduct?
name of the show is Aurat Kahani.
Or Aurat Rohani?
Aurat Kahani.
Aurat Kahani. Aurat ki kahani or just
Aurat,
Aurat Kahani?
Aurat Kahani.
Okay.
So it's in English, if we say it's a story of a woman, that's the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And all the females. So we're not only entertaining or inviting celebrities. We are calling, females
You're
from
accepting everyone. You're
yeah.
accepting.
We have so far interviewed a salon owner who's basically on a wheelchair. I have interviewed a girl who was being raped, and she's a nurse.
I see.
That interview will come, in the upcoming episodes. I have done a show on a mental health issue, and I interviewed a girl who came out of that zone. She committed suicide. That
Oh my
girl
God.
committed suicide, and then she came back into life, and how now she's working for mental health itself. So these are the stories that will create some change, and that is bringing change. And then we have also talked to a few of the celebrities, which people feel like. I interviewed Aisha Umar, and
My
people see Aisha Umar all glammed up, glamorous all the time, but she shared her story of her life,
depression,
and how she
right?
lost her mother.
She was
Yeah,
in
and
depression.
how her mother, yeah, and how her mother used to pick and drop kids, and they didn't have any money, they didn't have any new clothes. And so all those things give a very positive message about females. And simple housewives I have interviewed. I have interviewed a woman who's been divorced because she only had two daughters, and she couldn't give a son to the man, but
Yeah,
her
these
daughters
are.
are.
I would definitely agree with you that these are certain topics in our society which is really unimaginable. Like if a family cannot have a son, but they have a daughters, why is it so important to have a son? Because in today's generation, whether it's a boy or girl, they all are equal. So we need to grow up and think out of this
These
world.
problems still prevail, and that is why that show is very close to my heart, because each story has so
Yeah.
much positivity in it. So the way we treated that show is not where we just need to share the sob story and the rona dhona with the public. We wanted to show the real resilience of that woman. Okay, there was that rona dhona, there was that problem in life, but how she overcame it, and how
Hmm.
she, Uh,
Overcome. You've
yeah,
not
overcoming
overcome.
the challenges, and now how she's living a perfect life right now. So we're trying to motivate females through that show, and Alhamdulillah, I think we have gotten very good feedback on that as well.
Mashallah. As I go back to when I just mentioned that you are a motivational speaker, so what subjects really inspire the woman or the people in our society that look up to you to get motivation, and what are those subjects you really touches you to talk to change someone's lives in our society?
See, normally the motivational speaking that I have done so far is on the health side because my own journey is related
Okay.
to health.
Okay.
But I think it is more about convincing females
Hmm.
and telling females that females are designed in such a way that they don't even realize how much they're like a SpongeBob. They can absorb so much, and the more they absorb, the more stronger they become.
Yeah.
So this is something that I really like to talk when I speak to females who are in some sort of a depressed zone, or whenever I go to in any motivational speaking zone. There are some motivational zones where I talk to breast cancer patients, so I automatically become a motivation for them because obviously I have faced it twice and I'm perfectly fine, living a happy, healthy life. And honestly, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, though I'm on a very heavy dose of medication right now, but even then, I'm thankful to Allah that still it's not that bad. Health issues aate rehte hain, but it's not that bad right now as well.
Is your
So
treatment happening every day?
yeah, every
Every
day.
day. Every
Yeah.
day. So
So
means
I'm
like each morning you get up with a smile on the face, but we don't know what you're going through. Am I
and
right?
even I don't know what will happen this day with me, but
Mm-hmm.
I start my day with a thank note to Allah, and I end my day with a thank note to Allah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. आज का दिन गुजर गया. That's perfect, and thank you for waking me up again. So
How
that's
does
how it.
how does your doctor see you when they see you smiling with this battle of cancer you're facing every day? Basically, they
Oh
might
my
also get a bit strength by watching you that you are a gem of a person who is really a fighter, fighting it out every day and not showing any signs of pain, which I'm sure you might be in pain, but I'm sure your doctors might be more motivated by seeing you just smiling every day.
my doctors love me, and I love my doctors too. Both my doctors, Rufina Somro is my surgeon, and Najib Saab is my oncologist. Both of them are a sweetheart. They love me a lot, and if I get a little down, they really become concerned. Ke, oh, what is wrong with her? So they tell me, no, 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 you can't go into that downer zone. So
Have you Have you done your treatment abroad or just solely happening in Pakistan itself and
no,
you're
no,
satisfied with that?
Pakistan. Last time also Pakistan complete. We have, mashallah, very good facilities in Pakistan when it comes to cancer specifically. Yes, there are layered issues when it comes to cancer. We have limited hospitals, we have limited number of doctors, but whatever facility we have, that is state of the art.
It's,
Um,
the affordability as well, because cancer treatments are really
yeah,
expensive,
it
especially
is.
in Pakistan. A lot of
It
people
is.
who have money go abroad for their treatments. So as I commend you for, and I mean, I salute you for doing your treatment in Pakistan so that everyone can know that you love your own country, so you want to be here and be treated here rather than a lot of other people. They just simply go out and get the treatment done.
No, no, I think it's just about the mistrust. I think health, um, in terms of hospitals and everything, we have a lot of like cousins and families abroad also, and they also give us a lot of they tell us a lot of horrible stories about their hospitals. So
Hmm.
it's just about that, being a nation, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Everything is not that bad in Pakistan. It's
It's not bad.
it's a
It's
beautiful
been
country.
portrayed in a very negative way. If you open up the TV, everyone thinks that Pakistan is not a good zone area, no go
Yeah,
zone area.
we are very good people as a nation. We are very good. We are a very resilient nation. We are, I think our hospitality is amazing, and that's what
Yes,
foreigners love when they come here. And
true.
in every country there are few pluses, there are few minuses. Yes, we have a lot of issues, we had a lot of issues, but I think we overcame a lot, and we will keep on overcoming a lot more.
मैं बताता चलूँ उर्दू में कि हम वो लोग हैं जो गैरों को अपना बना लेते हैं।
Bilkul, bilkul ji. No second opinion on this.
So it's just a random question from my side. By looking at me, we are meeting first time, and since you're a writer, is there an opportunity and a chance you feel that I can join the showbiz industry and be part of some? It's just a random question. I know you don't have to answer that. I'm just trying to portray that maybe I can bring any change through my positivity in the showbiz industry. Is it
See,
possible?
anyone can do anything. It is just about the fact that how keen you are. When I
Mhm.
start, I wanted planned this show. I planned this show almost 3 years back, and I people were not very keen about doing it. And then I did it myself. The show, one of my friends has produced it, and then we did it. So, you have to find your own ways, and then you have to bring something extremely special on the table, which can bring some change. Yeah.
Okay, I agree. So keep fighting it out. I know you are an amazing human being, which I have came across in my interview today. And after I have read and done a research on the way you have been handling your life, it's really remarkable and it's amazing and
Thank you so
super. Keep it up and keep doing the wonderful work and the project which you're coming up. So, what is the future you're looking at? What is your plans for your future? Would you like to share with my followers and audience?
much. Just spread positivity and good deeds.
Hmm?
Don't plan much now for future, because you don't know. You don't know
No,
anything
we
about
don't
your
know
next thing.
what will happen next second, so we just have to be happy and we just need to keep everyone happier. That's the most difficult part, I would say.
The only plan that I am pursuing very seriously, and I really want to do it, is to fulfill the dream of this film, which is on breast cancer. I
Okay.
really want to make this happen before anything happens to me.
Thumbs up to you.
So let's hope for the best for that.
Inshallah, with all the prayers and all the love and all the support you will get from all the crowd and the people in our society who's supporting you. And with me, I would like to give my du'as and my special wishes that you recover soon and everyone around you be always blessed and happy. So before
Thank
you go, I wouldn't let you go before you give me a shout out to my YouTube channel. Hope you are watching my channel and following my different speakers I'm trying to bring in to spread positivity and helping Pakistan be a great nation, which we are. So a small shout out from Asma Nabeel, the great writer and a cancer warrior.
Shout outs are always very difficult. I always
In
mumble in shout outs.
style.
I always mumble in shout outs. But I try to give a good shout out. So please follow Mac Vlogs to have and get a lot of positivity. And see, I am just clueless what to say. That is the most difficult thing
You can
to talk.
simply say that you can simply say that Mac Vlogs is going to be part of my show and my write-ups.
No, I'm just requesting everyone to follow Mac Vlogs and watch the inspirational talks. And there will be my show, and there will be a lot more there for you. So do follow and do watch the inspirational talks over there.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Mr. Nabil, for being a great guest. I really enjoyed having you on my show today. Keep that smile on, and may Allah bless you a better and happy and prosperous life with your wonderful family. Take care of
Thank you.
yourself and be happy. So, everyone, don't forget to press the bell icon and subscribe. Mac Vlogs. Thank you. Take care and have a lovely evening. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa